Welcome back. So right now over here I have 5 triangles on this piece of paper, and I'm gonna try to find the height given that the both lines here are the base. So all the both lines here are the base of the triangle. So we need to find the height, and two few things that I need is just a ruler and a pen. Okay, preferably don't use a metal ruler, preferably use a plastic ruler where you can see through, right? Why? Because you realize that the long lines are actually perpendicular to this line. Perpendicular means 90 degrees to the line over here. Yeah, so make use of the longer lines on the numbers, like you see 4, 5, 6. They're all longer lines. So use that line to measure perpendicularly. Right? It's a say you'll save much more time rather than use the protractor every time. Right? So for this question, let's start off with this triangle. Alright? So the first thing first, remember what we have remembered the last thing. Look at the two corners that is touching the ground. The height must come from the other corner. So the height must come from this corner because these two are the base. Right? So these two corners are taken up, so this corner is lonely. So how do you do this portion now? Is to slide. We're going to use the sliding method. So place one of the numbers, okay, along the base. Okay, make sure it's perpendicular, and then you slide it, and then you slide it until you touch the height. Okay, once you notice that that is perpendicular, that would be a height. For me, I would draw a dotted line to indicate that's height. Okay, so this is the height. Okay, and then I'm going to use a highlighter to indicate the height, which is over here. Okay, this is the height over here. Right? So we are done with this triangle. So let's look at the other triangle. Let's look at this bottom triangle. Okay, so first let's remember the so-called wrap whatsoever. Okay, it's not, I just came out with it, so don't blame me if the wrap is so annoying. Okay, so over here, remember, two corners touching the ground, so the height must come from the other corner. Then you drop the ruler down to the ground. So where's the ground now? Okay, oh no, there's one problem here. Why? Because if I were to slide the perpendicular line, okay, slide the ruler along this base, I realize, oh no, I can't go through. Well, now what must I do? Remember the ground earlier? Okay, the ground for earlier, the height for this is somewhere here, but because the ground is missing, but on the table the ground is there, so don't be afraid to extend out your base. Okay, but take note about the base length later on. Alright, so extend the base. Okay, draw dotted lines is fine. Okay, it's drawn. Right now we can continue sliding. So let's continue to slide from the base. Let's slide until we hit the corner. Did we hit the corner? Yes, we did. So right now I'm going to draw the height of it from the ground. So let's draw the height. Okay, seems like I got the height there. Touch the height. So make sure it's straight. Okay, and then you know that this is the height. Alright, now let's move on to the next triangle. Let's look at this triangle. Of course, feel free to rotate your paper, alright, until you make the base horizontal to you. Okay, so that will help a lot in doing such questions. So first, let's look at this triangle. So the baseline is here. Okay, so remember, two corners on the ground. My height must come from the other corner, which is here. So rotate until the base is facing you. Okay, sorry. Okay, now this should be horizontal. So it's horizontal to us now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide now using the ruler and slide all the way until it touches the height. So slide until it touches the height. Oh, that rhymes, I didn't know. Alright, so let's draw the dotted lines. Okay, you can draw a straight line if you want, but I'm just going to draw a dotted line. So that's the height. So let me highlight the height. Oh, that rhymes too. Right, so this is the height. Okay, given that this thick line is the base. Alright, you still got 2 more triangles to go. Now let's look at this triangle here. First, remember, 2 corners on the ground. the height comes from the other corner. So this 2 has to be the base, right? So these 2 corners is taken up, so the corner must come from, the height must come from this corner. So let's rotate it such that the baseline is horizontal to you. So as you can see here, right, it's horizontal to me now, right? Okay, so I'm gonna slide all the way until it touches the height. So slide until it touches the height. Slide, slide, slide until you touch the height. Alright. Finally, we touch the height. So this is the height. I'm gonna highlight the height. Alright. So, as you can see, sorry for the wavy line. Okay, just this line is the height. Alright, so that's down to we're down to the last triangle here. Alright, so first remember the tongue twister, I don't know, whatever, okay? 2 corners on the ground. So these 2 corners are on the base. So it's the ground on the ground. The height must come from the other lonely corner, okay? So now rotate it until the baseline is horizontal to you. Okay. Alright, so over here you can see that the base is already horizontal. So now what am I going to do? Slide until it touches the height. Okay, so slide, 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 slide. There we go. Right, draw the line. And thusly we can say that this is the height. Okay, and one thing you will notice for all the triangles here, alright, let's make it, okay, let's take note of all the triangles here. All these are 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Okay, the height must be perpendicular to the base, to the ground. Okay, so 90, so this one is 90 degrees as well. Okay, this over here must be 90 degrees, 90 degrees here, and 90 degrees here. Alright, so for this triangle, the base is always these 2 corners. Alright, whatever is exceeding, please don't include that as your base. Right, so for example, if the base is, let's say 2 cm, I don't know, I'm just anyhow giving a number, right? 2 cm, and this one maybe 1.5 cm. So to find the area, okay, the area of the formula should be half times base times height. Okay, so over here the base is 2 cm, the height is 1.5 cm. Alright, so if this is 1 cm, okay, if this is okay, I know that if you're very pedantic over it, so just ignore the Pythagoras theorem. Alright, so if this is 1 cm, please don't say the base is 3 cm. Alright, the triangle only involves these 3 corners. So the base is 2 cm, the height must be the green color. So half times base times height would be half times 2 times 1.5, and then I get 1.5 cm square as my answer. Alright, so take note of the base and the height. Alright, so that's about identifying the base and height of the triangle, and I hope you will understand better after using some props. So let's give some credits to my props, my highlighter, my pen, the 2 triangles, right, and this paper, right, not forgetting the scissors, okay, the double-sided tape for me to make sure the triangles don't be too floppy. Alright, so over here, just like to say that if there's anything, you can ask any questions for free, from primary school to secondary school. I'm rather rusty on my AMAT, so please forgive me if I can't help you with that. For tips, please look at the link below, and of course, yeah, share the group around. Alright, do take look through or scan through the group questions, because at times it might be relevant to your level, right? And I hope you study well for your exam or for your subjects. Okay, PSLE is at the end of September, so if we count down the months, we only have about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 months to go. Alright, so all the best. Alright, hopefully you'll be fine for your exam. Alright, so I think I should just end the video. So hopefully you remember this rep again. Okay, 2 corners on the ground, the height must come from the other corner. Alright, so that will help you a lot for finding the height of triangle. So that's it. Peace out. Sayonara.